Hello guys, welcome to Law Putra's YouTube channel. Today's topic for the discussion is Indian Evidence Act Section 63 and Section 64. So let us take a look at Section 63 very quickly. Section 63 states about secondary evidence. Secondary evidence includes certified copies given under the provisions. Copy is made from original mechanical process which ensure the accuracy of the original copy. That means whenever there is an original document and a copy is made of the same, but by a mechanical process which ensures the capabilities and the accuracy of the copy of the original. Oral accounts of the contents of documents given by a person. When a person is giving an oral account of the document that is provided in a court of law, which is the original evidence, it can be considered as a secondary evidence in a particular case. For example, if it is a photograph of the original is secondary evidence of the contents. Copies made by mechanical process, like for example, if it is a Xerox copy or whether it is a carbon copy or it is a fax copy, that can be considered as a secondary evidence. Admissibility application made for provision of permission based on a ground for loss of documents. Now section 63 states that secondary evidence, that means the copy of the original evidence. Such copies are only admissible in the court on a ground of loss of documents. For example, in a case if there is some misplacement of the documents and the prosecution is providing a copy made of the original evidence, it can be considered under section 63, that is the secondary evidence section of Indian Evidence Act 1872. Now let us take a quick look at one example. The case of Shobha Rani versus Ravi Kumar, year 1999, where a tape recording evidence was provided for by the prosecution to the court of law to as a secondary evidence due to the loss of original evidence in the court of law. I hope we are clear with section 63. Now let us take a look at section 64. Section 64 says that proof of documents by primary evidence except in cases mentioned. Proof of documents by primary evidence means original documents. That whenever there is a case of defending each other, the prosecution has to provide original documents to the court as for inspection of the court due to for example, if there is a case and a person is fighting in the court about his property or his or her own property. For example, let us take Mr. A and Mr. B. Mr. A has a property in India and Mr. B is claiming the right that the property belongs to him, where Mr. A has the proper legal documents of the property or the land. Now Mr. A has to provide all the documents to the court of law to state and mention that the property belongs to Mr. A, and the court will then inspect the documents and let the justice be given. So the document provision of document providing is very important in court of law, as we all know. Now again coming back to section 63. Section 63 is only permitted under grounds of very few cases where generally there is a loss of documents or maybe there is misplacement of documents. It is very common. So we can consider maybe a tape recording, a Xerox copy of the document. Now these copies will be provided to the court and then the court will inspect these copies, and then these copies these copies will be inferred in the case, whether these copies are properly mentioned in the case, whether they are filtered, whether they are pure copies or whether they are scanned, or everything, all the procedure is done in that case. Now certified copies given under the provision, like certified copies is as I said, Xerox copies or maybe fax or a carbon copy. Copies made from by mechanical. Now mechanical process involves the copies made by a Xerox machine or maybe whether from a fax machine or maybe from a scanned document that is used by a mobile phone. All these include copies made from mechanical, where mechanical process include where a machine is used to make the copy and it is then submitted to the court. Now oral accounts can include a person, whether now if I am presenting a document but I don't have a copy of the document, but I know a person who has certified the copies. Now I can take that person to the court. The person can then answer to the court that I have certified all the copies and I am an eyewitness of the copies, and this is my oral account regarding the copy. I hope I'm clear with both the topics. And if you like this video, please don't forget to share this video, comment on this video and like it, and do subscribe to Lawputra's YouTube channel. And for more such contents, and if you want some more topics, you can let us know in the comment section below. We will always be open to make discussions and information about various topics. And thank you. Don't forget to subscribe as well.